Hey guys, it's me Zane, and today we're gonna talk about my mounts. So I have here this mount, which is a phalaenopsis hybrid. It's a white mini phal. I had this in bloom like last year winter. It's pretty early because it got colder temperatures what this phalaenopsis needs for blooming outside, because I kept it outside for a little bit of too long. I'm not sure about that, but it got the cold temperatures, so it's in spike right now, and I ride this spike. Last year I got 2 spikes and it was a beautiful show, but I think this spike is longer than in the previous year's spikes, so maybe I will get more flowers this time. Also, I like how the roots start to wrap around this piece of wood, like you can see it like here and also here and also somewhere here. So yeah, it's great. And if you click on the something info box in the corner, I don't know which corner, you will see an update on this when it was in bloom. It was a great show, so watch that and you will see how much it grew since then. So next thing is this Dendrobium, which I mounted on this clay mount, and it's growing well. It has no signs of blooming this year again, but I'm really hoping for some blooms because I really want to identify this one. It's not, I don't know what is this. So bloom please. The roots are starting to wrap around this mount as well. You can see this root is pretty cool looking. So that's cool, and actually you will see the video how I mounted it because it's in the corner. So click on the info card and you can see how much it grew since then and how I mounted this. Okay, next one, phalaenopsis Ballina. Well, I decided to mount it because it looks cool mounted. Look at those leaves, it's so cute. This is the previous leaf, and the next leaf, the new one, is pretty big compared to this one, so that's a great sign. I have a few growing tips. It didn't bloom in the summer because I think it was too young for blooming, but I'm hoping for some blooms in next summer. The roots are looking good. Look at that on the top. They look good, and there are some root tips on the lower parts as well, so I like this. I really like this. Okay, next one. This is the Thalia, which we saved, and then suddenly I divided it, and the other half of this division is in a pot, and I decided to mount it because I wanted to have a mounted Thalia. It didn't do too many things since I mounted it on this piece of wood. You won't see that for a long time on this mount. This is my Thalis stricta. It's growing and growing and growing and growing. It's a weed. It's growing so fast. Like, I don't think it was like this when I got it, and all those leaves just grow and grow. There is so much growth happening on this one. It's unbelievable how fast these grow. But this wood is really coming apart and it's really rotting-ish, so I will unmount it and put it in a clay pot because this is a water lover pretty much, so it won't stay on this mount. So enjoy the view. It's going to be in a clay pot. Oh shit, this is such a beauty. This is my Brassavola stars. Really fast growth is happening. So many root tips, like, just look, there are root tips like everywhere. I really like that. And it's producing sheath, a lot of sheath, but no flowers. Why? So there are not too many flowers, but I have 2 keikis. One keiki is this. The sheaths started to plump up, and I was hoping for some flowers, but no. And the other keiki is this one. And it's really curvy because a snail managed to bite into it, so it's growing in this weird angle. Please stop making keikis. Bloom. Please bloom. This plant can take so much sun, it's unbelievable. This whole plant is so purple, like it's getting not that much light because it's under LED lights right now, but when it was in the sun, It was just so purple. This is very purple on these parts. This is very purple. I don't think the camera shows the colors like they are in reality, but these long leaves were so unbelievably purple that you wouldn't believe that. This plant is gonna stay on this mount for a pretty long time, because how would you pot this up? Like, the rhizome is going everywhere and the roots are going everywhere and the plant is like hanging like this, so this is not for a potted situation. This is so good. I like this plant. This is my Dendrobium Fm, which I got it in Prague. If you click on the info cards, you will see that video. Okay, the canes are growing. They are not that long as the previous canes. I think that was the reason for this price. It was like 15 euros. I'm not good at numbers. So it was like 15 euros. Maybe this was the reason, these short canes, because maybe it started to grow not so soon. So maybe that's the reason, maybe not. And it's so heavy. But it's growing well and I really like it, and I feel like I'm in the jungle when I'm near to this. Okay, we have something here. You can see the roots, the roots, the roots, the roots, and the plant comes here. So what is this? Vanda Hiroshima choice. One beautiful Vanda. One of my favorite Vandas actually. I really like it. I like this plant so much. Like, I'm crazy about this plant. I'm crazy about Vandas. I could care for all the Vanda hybrids and species of the world because they are so fabulous. So if you have any Vanda leftovers or free Vandas and shit like that, send them to me. I can care for them. I will like get up 6 hours earlier for my job just to water my Vandas. I'm like that. Talking about this, you see this? This is my seed pod. It's so cute. So, okay, the roots are growing well. There are a lot of growing root tips. That's good. The plant is pretty wobbly on this. No, not that much, but it's a little bit wobbly on this plant, on this mount. And I like how it, like this arch of the plant. It's so cool. You are such a cool plant. And the seed pod. Well, it's maturing. I might say that it like stopped in maturing. It was plumping up and plumping and plumping, and right now it's not doing that hot. I'm not sure how plump it should be, but it's a cross of the phalaenopsis something which is blooming above me. So if you are curious about that, you will see that pollination video in the info card. Check that out. But maybe I cannot put so many info cards in one video. I can put only 5. So if you are curious about them, all the links you can find it down in the what is that info box. I have a tiring day. I have a tiring week. I have a tiring month. I have a tiring everything. I have a tiring year. That's the reason I don't put on like that many videos. Everything's happening, life's keeping busy, so please don't be angry. And tada! Do you remember this one? Well, I had so many hate comments about this plant that it's, oh my god, it's upside down, it's torture! Well, it's not, they are growing upside down in the wild. Why would it be torture? Are you crazy? And oh look, it's arranging itself to be comfortable for the plant because it wants to grow like this. And oh look, the leaves are just hanging down, not because of me, but because of the plant. So it's good for it. So Bitchy Zane showed up a bit. So this plant is doing so fine on this mount. I'm really happy about that. This is a little bulbophyllum back bulb here. If you want to have it, buy it. It's a bulbophyllum lapidum. The leaves are bigger and bigger. Look the size of this leaf. What the fuck, are you crazy? Next leaf is this big, and the next leaf didn't have the time to grow too much because it started to produce a spike, but it will grow more after the flowers are spent. If you don't know what is spent is about and what's the whole situation about the hate comments, then you can check the info cards. This is my next and last mount. Where's my Tolumnia? Oh my god! I will show you that in a second. I unwanted it. Oh, spoiler, Boji. I just said sorry in Hungarian. So this is my Boogaloo Lebanon. It's like on this mount for a week, so nothing dramatic happening, but so far so good. The only thing I can say is that the lower parts are more wet than the top parts, but that was to be expected. Yeah, do you remember my pretty well-established Tolumnia on that mount? While the wood started to fall apart and things like that, it was really badly decomposing, so I decided let's unmount that shit, and I decided I want to try out clay pots because they look so fab. So not mounted Tolumnia doing its growing thing. There are a lot of new growths, it's like 7-ish new growth on this one. But my last thing that I want to show you is not a mount, it's not an orchid, but it's a huge surprise. Butterbird in bud. I mean, what the fuck? I was like not caring too well for this plant. It was like half dead and now it's blooming. So yeah, this is my video for today and I hope you like this video. If you want to see more videos from me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment, check the links in the info box and on the info cards. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my other channel and stay tuned for more. See you next time. Bye guys.